a few new additions to the collection. Want to find out what I think of them? Then stay tuned. All right, so I have a few pickups, well, 2 pickups that I purchased yesterday, and 1 package that came, I believe, Friday. Yeah, Friday from Central Obsessions. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get what I picked up out of the way, because Central Obsessions, there's like 7 samples in the package that he sent, and that's gonna take a little while because I am gonna do a first impression on it. So with this one, now I've seen this before in TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and I really wasn't interested because this one stole my heart. Lacoste Blanc, Lacoste White, Lacoste Pure, Lacoste Blanc Pure White, however you want to call it, it's this one. And this to me is a very, very nice citrusy type fragrance. For me, it gives me at least 5.5 hours of longevity. I get about 1.5 hours of projection out of it. That's off skin, not clothes. I do own the Noir, which also to me comes off fresh. It doesn't come off like a regular Noir fragrance should, where it feels like something you should be wearing in the fall, maybe winter. This one is more like spring and summertime. So I'm like, okay, let me smell one more. So I smelled one other one, and I can't remember which one it was. It may have been this one at Ross before, when I was dating this one young lady, but I wasn't impressed. I'm like, all of these smell almost the same. It's like the same backbone, freshy, but they just changed it just slightly. And it's not changed enough for me to even want it. But I saw this one at a decent price, and I went ahead and picked it up. And I didn't want to leave without picking up anything, because my last few trips have been trash. Like, I've only been finding Adidas and the normal stuff and not finding those gems. Now, my boy Trey ran across some Tom Fords in which he mistakenly didn't pay attention and he didn't pick it up. So he's kicking himself in the ass for that. He did find, I think, one Bond number 9. And I can't find things like that around here for some reason. So anyway, I picked this one up and I gave it another try, and it's okay. It's another one of them freshy, fruity type fragrances. And I say, if you've smelled one, you've pretty much smelled them all. It is different than the Lacoste Pure Blanc, because that one is more citrus. This one is just more sweetness and more fresh. So I guess it is a little different, but I don't think it's worth $59.99 or whatever the hell it was originally. I didn't pay that for it, but you know, if you can find it at a decent price, maybe $20, $25, then maybe, yeah, go ahead. But that's Lacoste. I think this is called Magnet. I can't even remember what the name of this was. It doesn't even have the name on it, but I think it was Magnet Blue or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's this blue one. And the other one, I saw Manuel from the House of Aromas. He did a video, I think. Yesterday, and he found this one. The original person who sent me a picture of it was Mo from Scent Nation, and he asked me if I've ever or smelled this before, and I was like, nah, I have never even heard of it. And I went ahead and picked it up because I ran across it. It was 2 on the shelf, and I went ahead and grabbed one. It's only $20, and this is Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct Together. And I'm not a huge Abercrombie and Fitch fan. I don't see what all the hype is about now. I could see what it would have been back in the day. Because of this, I do own this one. And It smells like Mont Blanc Legend, in which I'm not a huge fan of Mont Blanc Legend, but to me this one is slightly different and a lot better. I've had the Extreme, in which I think I still have the Extreme. Yeah, I have the Extreme, and that was overhyped in my opinion. I've had two different blues, in which I also picked this up yesterday. Another First Instinct blue. And I usually pick these up $14.99. I usually pick these up to use as bargaining chips. If somebody wants to trade for something and maybe they're looking for one of these, I just throw it out there. But yeah, even with Burberry, $21.99 for this one, the original. I have a big bottle of it, but I use this also as a bargaining chip. Sometimes people are looking for fragrances like this. But I went ahead and jumped on this, so you're going to get my first impression on it. So let's go ahead and crack this open. And this is the part that's probably going to annoy people, because they don't like the fact that we open packages and make all this noise, or waste time in videos trying to open a package. But to each his own. Same style bottle, just different color. This one is see-through, which is pretty cool. It kind of makes you want to think that this is a blue fragrance, but you know, who knows. Let's get into it though. Let's see. I'm gonna spray this on the box. I'm gonna say this. If you have the original Invictus, you do not need this. Unless this changes into something else, this to me smells identical to Invictus. And yes, I do have it. This almost is an exact carbon copy of what Invictus smells like. No lie. So if you don't have Invictus and you want to get your nose on in something Invictus like, pick this one up. I'll guarantee you it'll be a little bit more inexpensive. This is a 50 ml and this was $20, $19.99. So I would much rather pay $19.99, $20 or $21 and some change, whatever it's going to be with taxes, over paying what you're going to pay for Invictus. This is an exact copy of Invictus, which is kind of sad because they had an opportunity to do something different and they pretty much just went, let's go safe and popular. And once somebody gets their nose on this, they're going to say, oh, I like that. That's nice. And maybe not pay attention to it. But off the first initial spray, I was like, Invictus. And I heard what Manuel said from House of Aromas in his video. And he said it smelled like Invictus. And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to give it a try anyway, just to see, get my nose on it and see. And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. This is Invictus all the way. So shame on you, Abercrombie and Fitch. It is what it is. All right, so Sensual Obsessions. Now he sent me a paper and it tells me what these are clones of or formulations of. Let's see, the first one, S.O. Santol. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be his formulation of original Santol. And that's what it says on the paper. And I got so much stuff sprayed all over me. All right, let me just go right here. Yeah, it reminds me of original Santol. I have a sample of it. It is in the same ballpark. As it's drying, I'm starting to pick up more and more of it. It also puts me in the mind frame of Yoop or Jupe. It has that same kind of sweetness. Some people say the sweetness in Yoop or Jupe, whichever one you want to call it, is more headache inducing and syrupy. I've owned that fragrance before. I actually liked it. Somebody else wanted it and I sold it or traded it to them. So that's that. Smells good. I like it. That is not bad at all. Okay. It's not bad. Toxic Love. This one is supposed to be Borisia Love Potion. Now, I've never heard of that fragrance or smelled it before, so this is going to be what I'm getting first impression off top. That's not bad. I like that. This actually smells like something a female could wear. And so does the first one also, the SO Santol. It's not one of those strong masculine type fragrances. It smells borderline to me. That's pretty good. I like that one. Okay. 2 for 2 right now. I mean, even though I have smelled original Santol and a couple of the clones of it, both of those are pretty good, Kev. I like it so far. VIP is the next one, and that is supposed to be a Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now, I only have the EDT. I have smelled the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum, and most of our stores are still closed, like Belk's. I think Ulta is open, but I don't think you could go inside. I think they do like curbside assistance or something like that. But this is not a bad smelling fragrance. For some reason, I can't remember exactly what the Parfum and the Eau de Parfum smells like. My memory keeps triggering the EDT, and the EDT is sharp, citrusy, and this is none of the above. But this is not a bad fragrance. That's pretty good, Kev. I would definitely have to get my nose back on the Parfum version of Bleu de Chanel, but just from what I'm smelling right here, this is not a bad fragrance. It's not a wow fragrance, but it's not bad. And if you're looking for something Bleu de Chanel like, this is pretty decent. It's pretty good. All right. Royal Obsession, which is his formulation of Leighton by Parfums de Marly. And if y'all wondering why these are spraying on the first spray, is because when I got these in the other day, I had already sprayed these. So I apologize if I'm hitting the mic, y'all. Yeah, to me, that is almost spot on. Yeah, it's almost spot on. That's not bad. That's not a bad attempt at all, Kevin. I like that. And not everything has to be, in my opinion, spot on. If you want spot on, you better go out and get the original. This is good stuff. Royal Obsession. I like that, Kevin. That's pretty good. 4 for 4. Cabin on the Beach. And this is Amouage's Beach Hut Man. This is his formulation of it. So let's see. Yeah, I don't even have to put that to my nose. I can smell it already. That's Beach Hut Man. I do have a decant of it. I think Dapper has a formulation of it also that I have from them, but I have the actual decant of it, and that is spot on. That's not bad. I like that. If you're looking for a more inexpensive version, then definitely check out Central Obsessions and or Dapper Fragrances. I'm not in the business to just promote one company. I'm promoting everybody. If you are sending me something, if I buy something from you, that does not persuade me in any way, shape, or form to say that your fragrances smell good. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Y'all know how I am. If you don't know, then you need to go back and reference my old videos or some of my past videos. I am who I am. I don't kiss ass. None of that crap that y'all think that people be doing, or most people do, but I don't. I could care less. If you don't send me anything, it doesn't really matter to me. Whatever. But this is not bad. That is spot on. I like that. Cabin on the Beach. NY Blues. This is Maison Margiela's Jazz Club. Now, I have not smelled Maison Margiela's Jazz Club. I've heard a lot of people talk about that fragrance, especially when I first got in a few years back, the fragrance game. This is all people were talking about. And whatever I'm getting from this is just what it's going to be. And I need to finish this video and run my behind to the store and pick me up a watermelon or something, because I've been craving something sweet all day, and watermelon will suffice. Yes, my first wow fragrance. Wow. NY Blues, which is Central Obsessions formulation of Maison Margiela's Jazz Club. This is the wow fragrance out of the bunch so far. I have one more to go, but this is the wow fragrance out of this bunch. That is nice. 2 thumbs up right now for that one, Kev. I got to get a big bottle of this one. I have to. So, Kev, if you see this video, man, please let me know how much a decent sized bottle of this will cost me, and I will get it. Wow, that is nice. Last but not, this is his version or formulation of Killian's Apple Brandy. I do have a sample of that one, and I do love that fragrance. That is a very nice boozy with that apple accord on top of it. That is a nice fragrance. I like it. And I think I've reviewed that one before. Let's see. Right there. Did I get in it? No. All right. Yeah. Okay. My apple brandy smells a little bit darker than this. This one is more, it smells more fresh than anything. Mine is not fresh. Mine is like boozy, almost to the effect of something like, what is it? Bentley for Men Intense. Kind of dark, rich, kind of boozy like. This one is more on the fresh side. I don't know what. This is not what I have in my bottle, in my decant. It's not bad, but it's not that version that I have. That version, you can get the apple on top, but you get that heavy boozy scent. That's a great fragrance. This one is good. And I'm also picking up something funny. It's like some kind of chemical or like a plasticky kind of vibe. I don't know. It's not bad. It smells good. It's just not what I have in my bottle. So that one I'm gonna have to say no to. Maybe if I let this dry down more and that chemical or some kind of vibe that I'm getting from it goes away, then I'd say yeah, definitely check it out. But that's kind of off-putting to me personally. It doesn't smell bad though. Mine's just a little bit darker than this. It's more boozy than this. So for what it is, it's a decent fragrance. It's just not what I'm getting from my bottle of Killian's Apple Brandy. And the reason why I didn't say the name, because I cannot pronounce this. Kalvuhdows, whatever that's supposed to spell. But anyway, that's all I have, guys. I'm about to do another video on, I guess, fragrances I wore during this week. I want to start back doing that again. I kind of drifted away from it because sometimes it gets a little difficult for me to keep up with all the fragrances that I wear, because I don't come in after work, because most of the time I take my fragrances with me and reapply on lunch. But when I bring them back in the house, I don't just set them like in one specific spot where all of them are together for the week. I put them back on the shelves or the spots where they were, and that's just how my mind works. So I'm gonna try to attempt to do this video, so bear with me. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, then you probably wouldn't miss it anyway. But thank you, Kevin, over at Santol Obsessions, for another one of them gold packages, as Trey like to say. Abercrombie and Fitch, First Instinct together. Shame on you for copying Invictus. I'm not sure if they meant to do that or that's just how it worked out, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who would smell this fragrance and be floored by it or wowed by it. But I pick up Invictus off the top. Lacoste, whatever this is called, it's a okay fragrance if you're looking for something sweet, kind of fruity. There are much better fragrances out there that work better than this, but if you don't care and you see this for a decent price, then pick it up. And that is about it. All right, y'all, I am out of here. Here is to smelling great. Peace.